spark that leaves me burning. You just have your ways to get me high. You make all my dreams come true. It feels right when I'm around you. We could break up and then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought anyone could. You get me high. You're my drug when I am feeling blue. Yeah, it's all you. 'Cause you're the one. Yeah, the one. Yeah, you're the one. Yeah, the one. You touch me in a way that makes me shiver. Sometimes I can't believe that you are mine. Love's gonna be beyond my trigger. You kiss me in a way that gets me high. You make all my dreams come true. It feels right just being around you. We could break up and then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought anyone could. You get me high. You're my drug when I am feeling blue. Yeah, it's all you. 'Cause you're the one. Yeah, the one. Yeah, you're the one.
Welcome to the My Inner Demons pre-show that's happening right now. It's happening approximately 23 minutes, as I said that right now, 23 minutes before the actual episode airs. So if you want to see the episode, there is a link down in the description below. This is just kind of like a little pre-show that I'm going to be trying to do for a few RPs coming up here, where we just kind of sit and talk and just like have a fun time talking about some of the sets and some of the things that are possibly coming up with no spoilers attached. I'm going to try to my absolute best to not spoil anything, because I'm not great at that. I'm like the Tom Holland of like we'll get into that in a second. But now let's just kind of talk about My Inner Demons and just have like a small little like chit chat, and I'll show off a few things. Nothing too crazy, but nothing too boring either. And I'm always boring. I'm just kidding. I'm not boring. My mom tells me I'm really funny, so that counts. So leave me alone, because my mom says I'm cool, okay? Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and get talking about My Inner Demons, because as you guys have seen, there have been so far 3 episodes. The 4th episode is airing today. I'm super excited about it because it's just been really fun to do this kind of mix, this more fluid mix of fantasy and reality, or modern, not reality, fantasy and modern day type setting. I love that setting so much. Don't ask me why. It's just really cool. So I'm sure you guys have seen the set for My Inner Demons. Painting's not found. Don't worry, I don't have the resource pack on for that, but that's perfectly fine. We're not going to point that out. I'm just going to bring this down here a little bit. Okay. So we're, again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Don't drag my boy Tom. Okay, look. There's a reason. So the voice actors who you know help me out with RPs, they do the voice acting for the characters. Don't do the body acting, just the voice acting. I never tell them the story ahead of time. When they get the script, they know what they see on the script, and they know the scripts they had in the past. They don't get the full story on their characters, and that's because I am afraid they might pull a Tom Holland someday. And I am sorry, I will drag Tom on this. You cannot deny he's spoiled a few things before, or he's been a little bit of, you know, he kind of talks a little bit. I've seen a compilation, okay? But, yeah, I'm afraid they're going to pull a Tom Holland someday. And no, that's right. I had this talk with some of the voice actors before. The reason that they don't get the scripts and they don't know the whole story ahead of time is because Tom Holland will spoil my series. That's right. Look. He's a great actor. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, so let's talk about My Inner Demons a little bit. Who is my favorite character in My Inner Demons? A lot of them, actually. That's a hard question to ask me because if you ask who my favorite character is, I love them all. Even the characters we don't show that often, I love them a lot. And it's because I made them. And so I have a obvious bias because I like them all. But I like the cat. The cat is amazing. Johnny is amazing. His role's perfect. His voice actor, amazing. The way his character has developed from the beginning when we saw him, he was just like sleeping to his character now in episode, spoilers, I guess, 4, he's sleeping. It's just been amazing character development for the cat overall. Like, I've never had a character that has just been so cute, his ear twitches all the time. Actually, yes, I have. I take that back. I've never had a small, tiny, itty-bitty character that had his ear twitches. He just looks so cute. His development is gonna go through a lot, actually. Sometimes cats, when they sleep, they kind of purr. This cat doesn't purr, and I guess you'll probably wonder why this cat doesn't purr. That is because this cat sometimes has different preferences, and he doesn't purr all the time. But he's a very well thought out and developed character, the cat. Very much so, to the point where I think that he's probably the best character of his type. And he deserves more recognition than he actually gets. So yes. The cat. Also, there's plushies of him that are coming out soon, but we're not gonna talk about that. Did I just do a Tom Hollander? Oh my god, no I didn't. Anyway, so let's see. My favorite ship, we haven't really gotten into that stuff yet. So I can't even say that because that stuff hasn't even shown up. But I mean, ship is gonna ship, you know, you can't really stop that. But for me, I don't see that right now, but maybe later, I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. Let's see. So we have, again, the My Inner Demon set. You've seen it, probably one of the mini games that recently come out. It was great. My favorite is the fact that, well, I personally like Ava for obvious reasons. I voice her character. What other characters did the VAs voice act? Quite a few, actually. Some of the guys who are voicing the demons, the demon main characters, actually voice side characters in the prior episodes. So that's something that you kind of get to look forward to. I don't have a list right now because they voice a lot of characters for me, so don't worry. Yeah, and I'm serious, they voiced a lot of the side characters in other series, but now they're getting, like, the main characters, and that's pretty cool. Who's my favorite demon? All of them. I love demons. I love any kind of mythical creature that you throw my way, or mythical type of being that you throw my way. I've always been a sucker for that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been too. It's pretty evident. Most of the favorite characters tend to be the characters with the ears and the special, unique features, or Zane. So, yeah. Give me a second. But yeah, they tend to be the general type of characters that are the most liked. But yeah, so I said all of them. That's just my opinion, though. Let's see. Ava's already my favorite character in My Inner Demons. Well, awesome. Then that changes my perspective on what I just said and contradicts it. Thank you very much, person whose name I could not see because the chat was going so fast. How many episodes are going to air today? We are going to air one episode. And that's because RPs take a lot of time. They take quite a bit to produce. 1 second. Achoo! 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 Okay. So, yes. Sorry, I thought I'd just sneeze again. Obviously, some people are thinking about me, which is probably all 6,000 of you, which, by the way, once it hits 12 p.m. PST, which is in about 10...
Did you put on your own music?
Yeah.
I had music already.
I don't know
hearing
that.
double music. I literally just told you, I put on music for you.
No, you sent me, you said put on some light music in the background for you.
I put on. Like,
no,
implied I put on.
You didn't say I put on, you said put on some light music. So you told me to put on the music. No, you said, you didn't say I put on, you said put on some light music in the background for you. So that's... Yes, you did. So you didn't say I put on, but you said put on as if you're asking me to put on the music. So I put on the music. And it's the music that I like. What are you doing? I'm scared of what you're doing right now. Anyway, I put on my own music because when someone says put on light music in the background for you, You can't change the Discord message, Jason. It's edited. It's obviously edited. And oh my god, I'm gonna show you all this because this symbol right here. Just I cannot believe this. Look, okay, look. Oh my god, give me a second. All right. It says I'm showing a picture of this.
No. Put on your own music and don't put on copyright music.
It's not copyright music. Is it copyright music? Do we have this music, Jason? I don't know. We're gonna get demonetized. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to my inner demons. Sorry for my own demon coming in and you know, getting us off track here. So let's see. How many episodes do you plan to make? Quite a few. There's not a set number yet. I mean, there's kind of a number that we're aiming for. And that's going to be, it's going to be an interesting type of series because usually what we do to test a series is be like, okay, let's do like 10-ish episodes and see how things do. Because as I said before, RPs are very expensive and hard to make. They're at least for what we're doing. There's a lot that goes into it. There's body actors. We have a film guy here who's amazing. We have artists. We have people, voice actors. Everyone gets paid. So RPs are very expensive to make. With that being said, we kind of do a test run of 10 to see how they do and see if people like this type of thing, and then we continue it. That's why I keep on saying your support is so important in those first 10 episodes. Like, being able to do more of that series means those episodes need to do very well. So please watch, like, and what's most important is the watching and how long you watch of any YouTuber's video. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that and be like, just like and subscribe, guys. No, you can be subscribed to me, that's fine. Or you don't have to be subscribed to me. I would prefer if you be subscribed to me, so be sure to hit that like button and the bell and the subscribe because that really matters. It also gives you notifications so you don't have to do it on your own. YouTube does all the work for you, don't worry. I sound like a little like bot thing, don't I? I get really excited sometimes whenever I talk about things like that. Like, subscribbles, I love you. I love them. I love subscribbles. But realistically, the views and the watch time absolutely matter, so be sure to contribute in that way. And you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just watch and like and stuff like that. Also, the merch does help with pushing things, so if we ever have MID merch, then you'll be able to kind of like check it out, and that will support the series of its own. So yes, you really like, I love your work very much. Oh, thank you so much. Don't insult your husband. We go back and forth. We always fight. It's amazing. If you ever hear our conversations, they're probably the most hilarious things you've ever heard. But for us, we're kind of like, we gonna fight. It's perfectly fine. It happens when you've known someone for 15 years. Yeah, that's right. Jason and I have known each other for 15 years. I believe it's about 15 years. It's 15, 14, somewhere around there. But yeah, so we fight. Everyone fights. But yes. Let's see. Is Jason gonna be a demon? He's already one. But hopefully he doesn't hear me. Anyway. Let's see. Let's see, where are we going over here? I'm trying to look at the chat. There's so many. How much money is used for an RP? A lot. I'm not gonna get into it. But to give you an idea, we have people who work here, so I mean they get paid their amount, so it's like, it's a lot. I can't calculate it because it's a lot, but again, it's just based on how much hours are put into this, then you can kind of get well, you can't really get an idea. There's so much that goes into it. Can I show off some of the map? I can show off some of the map, actually. Again, just so you know, a lot of these sets, we don't prep them until they're needed. So you're gonna see just like base sets and stuff like that. So if I can go outside, yeah, you're gonna, so if you look outside, it's not that crazy. It's a little basic, and that's because when we start going to film shots, we're like, okay, let's build here, here, and here. Because sometimes if you build out, little tip, do not build out all your sets until you need them. Or if you know you're going to use them, then build them out. But don't build out everything else because you're just going to be wasting time and resources on building out too much when you just probably are going to spend a lot of time in the main sets anyway. So that's just the little thing that you need to know. I think over here is where we have the boys stuff, but I can't. No, it's not on this one. But yeah, just so you guys know, that's my advice for you guys. If you're going to be building stuff, make sure you're using it and you're not just not using it, because that would be bad. I also like the detail put in here. Let's see. Have you thought about a walking Dead series. That was a big trend back in the day. I thought about a zombie type series before. Many type of various like parody type series on that kind of stuff. But I prefer to kind of stick with if I'm going to do a parody of a trope, then I might as well just make it my own. So yeah, it would probably be there's a ton of tropes that so many stories are based off of. Like, you got the horror trope, you got the zombie trope, you got many things. But can Tom Holland be a voice actor? If he'll get to me on that, then yes, absolutely. But I'd probably spend... Oh my god, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that one line from Tom Holland would probably be like $2,000. I'm just estimating based off of like I'm pretty sure like for him to breathe into the mic would probably be $2,000. I'm not even joking on that. I'm not quoting prices on there because that's probably a lie. But I'm assuming like because based on his popularity in Hollywood right now and considering the fact that he's got a big role. It costs more, so probably $2,000 for him to just breathe. So we have to have one character that just stays there and breathes in order for Tom Holland to voice. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I would have to ask some of the voice actors who know about that kind of stuff because depending on your popularity in certain things and how much you're desired, your price goes up, and I don't know how that works, but I would say $2,000 for Tom Holland just to breathe. There we go. Okay, so yes, here is the outside set of my inner demons, and of course it's not built out all the way, as you can see. This is also not the main set. Some sets are otherworld differently, so you've probably seen the building in the episodes. This is not the set for the building. This is the set for the minigame, so there's a ton of sets around, and you can see that the houses and everything are kind of, like, the city's a little built out, but not completely. You'll probably see that we have other sets that are just kind of set up for, you know, random things down here, which are very nice, actually. I like this set a lot. If you go in here, you'll see we have a different set. Oh, wait, that's not the... Wait, what did I do? I did something wrong. Oh, yeah, so this is another set, again. So, we just have tons of sets, and you kind of, again, only use what you're going to use for certain things. Don't use them all, because you'll just waste time doing that. And then over time, you can build out your set more as you tell more stories and you have them go out and do stuff. You can build out, like, so for example, I know on another set, not this one, we have another set where the street's a little bit more built out and stuff like that. And we just push them together eventually. So, yeah, it takes time. Let's see. Vampire series? I wish. But you see, I feel, because everyone in any series ever, anything that's ever created ever will be like, oh, you got this from that series. And this is something that just happens because people can't disassociate from one thing from another. If you see something that's popular, you automatically assume that people got inspiration from that. There's a such thing as like thinking that happens very often. It's very rare for it to happen at the same time unless it's obviously noted. But yeah, so people obviously make that assumption that unless there's like super like way too many things added. Like I know there's been stuff going around about the Lion King having this like, I'm not getting into that. That's something that I'm just gonna push it off right now. But I know I've seen it. Like there's a lot of like similarities and stuff like that. Unless it's that like blatant, then yeah. But most people have like thinking. There's a lot of very old inspirations. Like I know a lot of people talk about my series and they relate it to the newest thing, and I'm like, I've never even watched that before, but I kind of see where they might have gotten inspiration from this very, very old thing that I actually did watch a long time ago. So yeah, a lot of my stuff, while it's assumed, like never assume that it's inspired by something unless you hear it from the author's like perspective, because I can assure you that a lot of things now were inspired by very older series, and everyone knows those very older series, and that's the source material for everything. So yeah, just know that. Let's see. Zombie romance? Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. You're probably talking about Cold what is it, Cold Bodies from a long time ago. That was pretty interesting. It was a very interesting take on things. Or if you're probably talking about those zombie shorts that are on YouTube. Depends. You never know. Or you're talking about something else completely. Pre-show, yeah, this is a pre-show where we're kind of waiting for My Inner Demons to come out in 5 minutes, actually. So I can take one more question because I'll probably rant and ramble about everything because that's what I do. And for you guys that are wondering what the pre-show is, we're having the RP, the roleplay drop, in 5 minutes now, and it's in the link in the description down below. You can check it out. We're just kind of here chilling and talking about random things. So if I see a question and it's there because the chat is going by so fast, Nala is Beyonce. I know! I need to go see the Aladdin movie, and I need to go see the Aladdin live action remake, and I need to go see the Lion King live action remake. Because I would like to see, because for me, as you can tell, I'm rebirthing Diaries to have a lot more detail than it actually did. And a lot of people actually really like the new Diaries because it's very true to the source material, and it has references even though it tells the story in a different way. Also, it's like super HD compared to what it was. But I would like to see how Disney does their remakes, because I think the remake that I went to go see Toy Story 4, which is not a remake, it's an expansion on the story. But I really want to go see the remakes and see how I would see their takes on them. And Aladdin is my all-time favorite Disney movie. And
3 minutes.
okay, but Aladdin, can I go see that? I really want to go see the remake.
No, it's out of theaters. Lion King. Lion King's in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I want to go see Aladdin. I haven't seen Aladdin.
Oh, they took it off of movie theaters.
Oh yeah, and spoiler alert, I have not seen Endgame. I want to go see it.
Man, that's a shame.
Don't spoil it for me. I don't want anyone to spoil it for me. I'm gonna go see it today because I feel like my Twitter is gonna be full of spoilers. Oh
The fact
shoot,
that you said it-
I shouldn't have said that. I have not been spoiled, and now I'm staying off Twitter forever. I'm just gonna tweet and leave Twitter. I cannot be on Twitter. So if you're contacting me via DMs on Twitter, don't do that anymore because email me because my Twitter is, I'm staying off of Twitter now. I gotta see Endgame tonight. Anyway, but yeah, I'd like to see how Disney does their remakes and how they go about it because I'm sure they kind of stay true to the source material. Just wondering how they do it. If I could voice any other than Ava, who would you voice? I would love to voice a villain eventually. But I would want to do more voice acting lessons before I voice a villain because I don't feel like my voice is different enough to be able to voice. I can do better tone shifts with my voice. I can't do better other voices, so I'm working on that right now. I would love to voice a villain in my series eventually. Mermaid Tales! Yes, I know. Maybe. I've been doing stuff on the side.
2 minutes.
2 minutes until the start, so if you guys want to start.
Tell them about the episode, how cool it is.
Yeah, the episode's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can show them some of the. You can see some of the things on here. Like if you take a look at, you know, these little emotes here. He's mad.
Wait. What's the one below that one?
Huh?
What's the one below that one?
Oh, yeah. This happens in the episode.
No.
What?
I'm gonna stay away from this.
You might want to stay away
You've got a
from this
minute. You've got a
episode.
minute.
Okay? So, yeah, this kind of happens, and, yeah. Anyway, let's go back to just regular Ash right here. So, anyway, let's see. Questions, how do you deal with taking risks? You have to expect to lose things out of risks. That's pretty much it. There's 2 minutes.
No, it's less than 2 minutes.
Oh, less than 2 minutes. So you guys should go over there now because I'm going to end the stream here. And then expect next RP. We'll probably do a pre-show. If we don't, then I'm probably busy, but I would love to do pre-shows for all the RPs. I'm hoping to maybe this weekend for the Diaries release. We will see because next RP coming out is going to be Diaries and then My Inner Demons. We're doing them back to back, so. Anyway, we will talk more, guys. Thank you so much for coming out, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Until then, take care. Go to My Inner Demons. It's starting in the next, literally, minute. So go check it out. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye-bye. And I'll answer more questions, so if you have a question for the next series, we'll see you later. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Where's my camera thing? I gotta cover this so I can do secret stuff. Yeah, secret stuff.